Hello everyone and welcome back to our course on modern web development. In this lesson, we'll improve your Next.js application by migrating it from JavaScript to TypeScript. TypeScript is a statically typed superset of JavaScript that adds optional static typing, classes, and interfaces to your code. By adopting TypeScript, you'll catch errors early, improve code readability, and enhance your development experience. So let's start off with an introduction to TypeScript. And what is essentially TypeScript? So basically, it's a programming language developed and maintained by Microsoft. It's a superset of JavaScript, meaning it builds upon JavaScript by adding new features. So it is not a completely new language, so you'll get your hands on very quickly, since it just adds some new features. And the primary feature of TypeScript is stating typing, which allows you to define types for variables, function parameters, and object properties. TypeScript code is compiled to plain JavaScript, ensuring compatibility with all JavaScript environments. And why would you even bother using TypeScript if you can just use JavaScript? So there are several reasons, and some of them are that catch type-related errors during development rather than at runtime. So basically, it's gonna catch different errors before JavaScript does. So it's gonna help with scaling your projects and maintaining your code base. Also, types serve as documentation, making it easier to understand what a piece of code does. In addition, IDEs can provide better code completion, navigation, and refactoring tools with TypeScript. And it's easier to manage and scale large code bases with clear type definitions. And as you can see here, there's a comparison of JavaScript code and TypeScript code. So the main difference is that it's gonna detect errors early. So as you can see in the JavaScript code, it's gonna output 23, but here it's actually gonna output an error during development. So now we're gonna set up our Next.js project with TypeScript and Tailwind CSS by creating a new Next.js application. So I already created mine here, but for you, you just simply paste the same command at the terminal. You answer a bunch of prompts, several questions, and you already have experience with this because we already did that in our previous lessons. And this time you just have to select TypeScript for yes, and that's the only difference. And then navigate to your application and run the development server. But now we're gonna focus more on understanding the differences between JavaScript and TypeScript, and then we're gonna convert our old project, which is Nozomio AI text generator, to TypeScript. So we're gonna start off with static typing. So JavaScript is dynamically typed, meaning that types are checked at runtime. And TypeScript introduces static typing, allowing you to define types for variables, function parameters, and object properties. So as you can see, here's an example of in JavaScript when we declare a message which says hello world, and then we assign a new variable of 42 to message, and there's no error, right? But in TypeScript, when we want to declare a new variable, so let message, we actually put a colon here, and we have to mention the type and say hello, hello world, to so a string, and it's gonna give us an error here if we try to declare another type, because type number is not assignable to type string. So here we can assign different types to variables, but here we have to explicitly mention what type are we using, either it's boolean, string, or number. Also, interfaces allow you to define the shape of an object, and types can define aliases for any type, including primitives, unions, and tuples. So here's an example. We define an interface of user, so we give it an ID of number, name, which will be a string, an email, which is an optional property. So here we added a question mark, which basically says that it's optional. We don't have to define an email, but if you have this email, then great. And also generics. Generics allow you to create reusable components that work with a variety of types. As you can see on the code, we define a function, and basically we just created a reusable component that we can use across different types, so like string, number, etc. And also TypeScript supports all ES6 features and beyond, including modules, classes, and asynchronous and await functions. Now we're gonna convert our old files from our previous project on AI text generator to TypeScript. So first of all, we'll have to rename our files from .js or .gsx to tsx because they contain JSX syntax, and also we would have to rename API routes and other logic from .gs to .ts if they don't contain JSX. So here's an example. And since I already set up my Next.js project, I just have to copy the code from here. So migrated page.tsx, and we're gonna delete that code and paste this. So basically what we added types to use state hooks and function parameters. So here some updates here. We also used form events HTML form element for the form submission handler. So we also changed that. And we specified the errors type as any in the catch block. So I'm just gonna go over it real quick, and you can pause the video and check for yourself, or just refer to the lesson. And also we're gonna migrate our route.ts from our previous project. So we're gonna create a new folder as it was in our previous project under API generate and route.ts, and we're gonna simply paste this code. So basically what we've added here is we imported next request from next server to type the request parameters. We also added type annotations, so we added types where necessary, such as in the transform function below. And we also added optional chaining, so we used question mark that I mentioned earlier to handle possible undefined values. So once again, I'm gonna go over it, and you can just pause and see it for yourself. And yeah, we're gonna just start the development server in just a second, but I just wanna quickly go over how to use TypeScript with Next.js components and API routes. So when working with React components in TypeScript, you can type properties using interfaces or type aliases. So for example, here we define an interface, and you can simply type your properties right here. And also TypeScript can infer types from initial state, but you can also provide explicit types, so in this example. And we also use events types from React, as you can see here. And in Next.js API routes, you can type the request and response objects. So we have to import next request first, and then we can add our request and next request here. Now let's test our migrated application. So we're gonna run a development server. Let's go back to our code and open up a terminal. npm run dev, and it's gonna open up a local host. And it should work perfectly fine, and yes, as you can see, it is perfectly migrated, and we should test it first. And to ensure that AI text generation works as expected, streaming responses are displayed correctly, and no runtime errors occur. So how many stars are in the universe? And it should work fine. As you can see, everything works correctly. And a little note that TypeScript will automatically check your code for type errors, and your IDE should highlight any issues in the left bottom corner. So that's why TypeScript is very useful. It's gonna give you an instant review of your code, basically. And yeah, so good job guys. In this lesson we've introduced TypeScript and its benefits over JavaScript. We explained the key differences between JavaScript and TypeScript. We set up a new Next.js project with TypeScript and Tailwind CSS. We migrated existing JavaScript files to TypeScript, and we learned how to use TypeScript with Next.js components and API routes. In the next lesson, we'll continue building upon our application by implementing user authentication and authorization using Clerk, which is a very good service that I already recommended in our previous lessons. And as for the exercise, I would love you to set up a new Next.js project with TypeScript and migrate your old components and pages to the new project, update your API routes, and test your applications and reflect on the migration. So note any challenges you faced during the migration and consider how TypeScript has improved your development experience. And once again, if you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to reach out to my team or me directly and ask for help. And thank you for participation. See you next time. Happy hacking.